Hello, dear lovers of karate. Welcome to the Karate World News channel. This is Erman Akbudak, and here are the news for this week. So, we have European Championship concluded with an overwhelming victory of Turkey on the medals table. Turkey's historic success was visible in the tournament. As another title, we have the excitement for and admiration in the para karate, which was a preview for the Paralympics. Another heading was WKF officially announced the half of the qualified Olympic competitors, and last tango in Paris in the 11th to 13th of June, and Tokyo Olympics will be rescheduled, postponed again like in 2020 last year due to the alarming spread of the outbreak on the island. The Tokyo government, Koike, says the rescheduling of the Olympics in July is a difficult situation, but Japanese doctors had already demanded the cancellation of Tokyo Olympics. And lastly, what was to be considered, and we have in the rules book for the athletic karate to be accepted into the next games, the competition rules overrule the athletic performances or not. All will be discussed in the details, and here are the details. The 2021 European Karate Championship ended in Porek, Croatia last week on the day 23rd of May. Turkey topped at the final medal table of the event. The tournament was the last competition included in the Olympic qualification process. After 5 days of a pitched battle for the sport, the Euro Karate 2021 concluded with a final day that displayed the team's competitions. Croatia and Germany in Team Karate, together with Turkey and Italy in Team Kata, were the winners of the male finals, both female and male team finals. The Turkish side proved that they are the most powerful national team, being at the top of the medal table with the gold in male team Kata, beating Spain with a score of 26.46 with a very strong Shotokan Unsu performance. The female team kata title was this time for Italy, which defeated Spain again to claim their continental victory. On the other hand, in Kumite, Turkish ladies team lost the final against Germany. The German side won the match by 2-0. The closing final team bout was the host team of the Croatia against Montenegro. Croatian team utilized the home ground factor and won the championship title. In the European Karate Championship held in Porek, Croatia, Turkish national team, which managed to win a total of 9 medals, including 6 gold, 2 silvers and 1 bronze medal, made history by maintaining its first place in the general classification. Turkish competitors climbed to the top of the Europe for the 4th time in its history. Other countries like Germany got the second lead with 2 gold, 2 silver and a bronze, and Spain was the third country with 1 golden and 3 bronze medals. And next year, don't forget that the continental event will be held in Turkey. Another important part in the European Championship was the celebration of the sports with the last para-karate categories of wheelchaired, visually impaired and intellectually impaired athletes. The para-karate titles mostly went to Spain, and it was important just for a preview of the Paralympic Games, which will be held in Tokyo also. The World Karate Federation has announced the list of 40 athletes who have been qualified to participate in the Olympic Games, which will be held at the legendary Nippon Budokan Sports Arena between the 5th to 7th of August 2021 in Tokyo. It was stated that there will be a total of 80 karatekas, 40 female and 40 male, and 60 in kumite and 20 in kata, and a medal ceremony will be held on each day of the competition. According to the WKF's website list of quota places by Olympic standing and host countries announced on the 25th of May, 8 athletes from Japan, 1 per category, were given home quotas. 5 of Turkish athletes, including Turkey's karate national Serap Özçelik Arapoğlu, Merve Çoban, Meltem Hocaoğlu Akyol, Ali Sofoğlu, and Uğur Aktaş managed to get a quota place. Turkey ranks second in the list of countries with the highest qualification quotas, after the host country Japan. Another title is, the other competitors who wants to compete in Tokyo Olympics is waiting for the last tango in Paris on June 11th to 13th. So there are only a few days left. The Olympic qualifying tournament will be held in Paris between the 11th to 13th of June, and a further 24 athletes will be qualified for the Olympics, in addition to 12 seats which will be allocated according to the continental representation. And 4 other athletes will get their tickets to the Olympics via tripartite commission in invitation places. It is stated by the authorities that Turkish team's quota of 5 is highly likely to be increased in Paris tournament. As KW and family, we wish success to our Turkish Karate national team there and to all competitors at Paris qualifications. And the next on our agenda for today is the contention between the authorities in Japan for the rescheduling of Tokyo Olympics. Tokyo Governor Koiko Yuriko stated that it's a difficult option to postpone again the Tokyo Olympics and Paralympic Games, which are less than 2 months away due to the new type of coronavirus. She informs on rescheduling the games that basically the athlete performance completely different. It becomes different in terms of motivation and physical abilities. She also adds that from physical strength to motivation after a year of delay, athletes will have to adapt themselves again. Postponing again is a difficult situation. Koike stated that upon organizing this event, they have held trial competitions to test it to predict possible problems, and they will organize the tournament safely with limited local audience and advanced COVID-19 measures. However, Uema Naoto, president of who is the president of the Japanese Doctors Association, disagrees with the Tokyo governor, and he requested that Tokyo Olympics will be cancelled due to the 4th wave of the new type of coronavirus in the country. We must remember that OIC, Vice President of Olympic Committee, John Coates, announced at an online press conference last week that IOC supports Japan to organize the tournament, even if the state of the emergency is implemented in Tokyo against COVID-19. Japanese Health Minister, on the other hand, Tamura Norihisha, at a press conference, reminded that the Pfizer vaccine is currently administered to 16 years and older in Japan. Tamura noted that he wanted local authorities to make the necessary preparations for the vaccination to be applied to everyone aged 12 and over. So we don't know when this uncertainty of delaying or holding the games on time will be resolved. I hope we will be able to watch the joy and excitement of the Olympics on the screen, even if we cannot be there in August, unless you are a local audience, and we all wish that karate will breathe a new life into the summer games. So there couldn't be a better place than Tokyo to begin our Olympics adventure, says Antonio Espinosa, the president of World Karate Federation. He adds, this will be a fiesta for the entire karate world. The event in Japan will be held in Nippon Budokan, an indoor venue located in Tokyo's Kitonomaru Park and designed to host judo events at the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Popularly known as the home of Japanese martial arts, Nippon Budokan had hosted the first Karate World Championship in 1970, and till that date it has been the Japan's go-to venue for national championships of sports like judo, kendo, aikido, and more. All seems well, but there is still one question, and maybe we can say an issue, that is boggling our minds. Will it be the last chance for the sports to be in the Olympics? I mean the karate. What about the next Paris Games then? Some regulations were already conducted by the WKF referee commission due to the preparation for the Olympics and for the rules of karate, both to be more comprehensible for and inclusive of the outsiders, I mean the audience outside the karate. Standard Olympic spectators from a non-karate background are the target audience for the Olympics. So the changes that have been enacted by now are now, we can say, valuable, and to count just a few of them, we can say IOC has decided to move away from the traditional norms of karate to include only certain weight categories, excluding some categories in kumite fights, and introduced a modified points system for the events. So for kata boats, it has evolved into a delicate point system rather than a flag system, which was the traditional one, in which kata performers are ranked according to the scores they get from a panel of 7 judges at each round, rather than be compared in pairs by only 5 judges over a hantai, which is in comparison with kata boats previously. And when we make comparison between kata and kumite, kumite has got the fewer changes. We will do our best, and we will have people describing what is happening, and this is the best way to teach the public. The scoreboards will also be animated so they will understand what we are doing, says the chairman of WKF Referee Commission, Javier Escalante. But from a more extensive point of view, unless we know what it means to have yuko or hansoku chui said or gestured by the referee and other judges waving red or blue flags, how could you or the others, the outsiders, get the enjoyment of feeling yourself in the games as such somebody watching two fighters on the screen without understanding what is going on. Maybe one last question to think critically on this issue. Should karate competition rules have been revised more effectively before, IOC's voting for the future of Olympic karate, so that it becomes more understandable to the media and the public? You can write your comments under this video. That's all the news for this week. I will be pleased to read your comments, and we will be meeting you on the other World Karate News and live interviews with the athletes, maybe coach and arbitration team in the following weeks. Stay tuned with Karate Do World News Oz.